You are now listening to the Platinum Achievement Podcast, bringing gamers together from around the world. A PixelPine.com production. Here are your hosts. Stay a while and listen.
So wide you can't get around it, so low you can't get under it, so high you can't get over it. It's the Platinum Achievement Podcast. It's Matthew Keighley here, live from Philadelphia, and I realize this is not 100% live because it goes out days after being recorded, alongside my Lebanese lady killer, best buddy, Chris Hare. How are you, sir?
I'm your best buddy.
Yeah, from Lebanon.
I'm the only person you know from Lebanon.
No, you're not.
You know somebody else from Lebanon?
Yes, I do.
Living in Lebanon?
No, not living in Lebanon.
Then suck it.
Okay. Well, they were they moved. They were refugees from the early '80s, living in Cedar Rapids, Iowa. Names I knew a kid named Salem. I don't remember the rest of his family's names, but
Salem. You know. You mean Salim?
Well, we called him Salem because we were white people.
Okay.
I mean, and that's how he introduced himself to us. So he's. I mean, maybe he was just saying, "Okay, these people are not gonna. These white folks ain't gonna be able to do it. I'm just gonna make it easy on them." Which is totally. I mean, because you introduce yourself as Chris when your name is not Christopher, it's Chris Tapor, right?
Yes, but I nobody calls me Christopher. I hate my own name.
That's fine. It's
not because I don't want it's not like because I don't want people, to mispronounce my name. I just hate my name.
No, but I guarantee
I like Chris. I don't like Christopher. It's like. I don't like it.
This isn't about what you. This isn't necessarily about what you like. I'm saying if you were here and you said, "Hey, I'm Chris," then eventually someone would go, "Christopher," and you'd be like, "No, Chris Tapor, motherfucker, recognize." And
yeah. But it's like Salim is an Arabic name.
Yes.
But Chris isn't. So there's no, a correct way to say Chris in Arabic.
Maybe not.
You say Chris,
or maybe not yet.
I'm just saying it's a bit different because our names are different. Because my name is, I think it's French. My name Christopher is French, but Christopher is Armenian.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I don't give a shit. I want to talk about this.
Let's talk about video games. Some things happened this weekend, and I think they are all definitely worth talking about. All two of them. First of which being the Game Awards, or the Keighleys, as many industry people lovingly call it. And then, of course, Sony's now annual PlayStation Experience, the 2016 edition. So we're pretty much going to gloss over the Game Awards, frankly, because Chris said he didn't really prepare for that, which is fine. And B, I think they're kind of a sham because friend of the show, Becky Rubin Navarro, said when I watch an award show, I would like some awards, not announcements. And
like the thing is like, was it me or Geoff Keighley was like, here they showed the trailer, then he said, well, this one. What? Where are the nominees?
Like, yeah, exactly.
They just announced the winners without giving the nominees and showing off their work before, like the Oscars they do. Like they announce the nominees, they show off their works like a small trailer, then they announce the winners. Here they just announce the winners. Five in a row. Like, and, what?
And see, and the way I see it, and I think, and I know this is probably unfair in 2016 for me to think like this. It's probably very outdated as well. The Academy Awards, the Golden Globes, Critics' Choice, SAG, all those niche awards that you can find on TV now, not necessarily outside of Academy, Golden Globes, Grammys, CMAs, or whatever. Those award shows were always about the awards. before they were on TV. They didn't just say, "Hey, let's put this on TV." They had a chance for their respective industries or industry niches to grow around them, and video games is not being given that time. I don't think. I think just about every publication in the history of video games has done a game of the year, or at least since they came up with the idea. But trying to shoehorn an award show into something where we really don't have a lot of standardization anyway. They're trying to standardize an award show, and all it is announcement trailers. I'm like, we just don't even call it an award show if you're not actually going to show the awards.
If you want to do an award show, just mimic the Oscars, which they were trying to do with the lady. There's the announcement lady. She sounds exactly like the lady from the Oscars. They found the same actress.
I mean, that's voiceover. You can find that lady if you're looking for that sort of thing. But
like it's weird. If you want to go full award, just go full awards and show. And the gamers were gonna get bored just seeing awards all the time. That's fine. You can show trailers in between awards, but just cut off the stupid bands and put the trailers instead of their place. Like, did you watch the bands?
As much as I like Run the Jewels as a rap duo, they do not belong there. That is not their venue.
It was weird. Like, what the fuck are these guys?
And
I think the Doom guys were like, okay.
Well, see, the Doom guys, at least it was video games. It wasn't just, hey, Run the Jewels are popular with the kids, maybe. Let's try and cash in on that.
Yeah. Were they talking about asses and pussies? Like, I don't know.
Probably. I mean, I've listened to that. I think that song is really interesting, but I haven't, I mean, just from hearing it, but I haven't dug into it, so I don't really know what it's about. I usually digest that stuff as albums, and I will get Run the Jewels 3 when it comes out next year. But I don't think the Game Awards is Killer Mike nor LP's venue.
There's just one thing that annoyed me so much. Like, I get it, Geoff Keighley.
Do this, Chris.
Yeah, Geoff Keighley was able to get Kojima, but holy fuck, he was being grateful for Kojima, but dude, this is too much. I was waiting for him to suck his dick.
It was bad.
At one point. It was so bad. We get it. Kojima was backslash with, but I'm backstabbed by Konami.
No,
whatever.
he wasn't.
He wasn't.
Get it. He was
but
not.
Holy fuck.
Dude, let me tell you. I
don't know what the fuck happened, but it was over the top glorification of Kojima.
Exactly. Exactly. And on the other show I'm on, NGR Radio, I went on a rant on our most recent show about how I'm sick of Hideo Kojima. Not because I think he's a bad game developer. Not because I think the stuff he puts out is not good. I'll admit it's not for me. That's my opinion. I can be an asshole for thinking so. Fine. However, to say that this man is some sort of battered housewife because of Konami, I'm sorry, a battered housewife does not live like he does. If he was backstabbed by a corporation, he would not live like he does. It doesn't, because
why? You know how much money he has in the bank?
No, I don't. But my point is, if he was backstabbed by Konami that rough, he would not get a job again. Because in corporate anywhere, and I don't care what country or what sort of aspects of honor you operate on, competition is competition. And the minute your asset goes to competition, what's your first instinct? Take them the F down. Now, all of this F Konami stuff is great until you talk about Hideo Kojima. The reason I say that is because Konami, it has been exposed that they practice shitty operating tactics.
Exposed.
Yes, that's what it was, an expose. You know what that means. You're French. You got it. Okay. But the stuff that they were doing to developers or designers or programmers, where they liked somebody's Facebook status for starting a new job, and then the next week that person is a janitor and not a programmer anymore, that's a dick move. And for that reason alone, fuck Konami.
Yeah.
But
and pachinko machines.
Well, see, here's the thing. Business is business, and video games are not profitable business to Konami. Yeah, it sucks. We might not get, Castlevania again. We might not get an actual Metal Gear Solid game. We might not get Contra.
Sell the IP, Konami, sell the IP.
I mean, yeah, we could talk about that, but, are they assholes for not selling it? Maybe, no. But guess what? That don't matter to them. It's not going to make them money they want. So they'll sit on it until it does. That's what an investment is.
It's all about the moolah.
Exactly. So anybody who wants to sit here and tell me that Kojima is living a battered wife lifestyle, no. You don't get to where he is by being a battered wife. And if he were a battered wife, he would have never left Konami. And I'm not saying that because battered wives never leave their husbands. What I'm saying is he wouldn't have the self-respect to do so.
Okay.
Now
moving on.
Now
let's talk about PSX.
Well, no. Hang on. I want to shout out Overwatch for Game of the Year. No, I've not played it. But the fact that, it seemed like everybody was talking, it seemed to me like everybody was talking about how this was Uncharted 4's, final, let's give them a game of the year, even though they've gotten
the thing is, because you are in a console gaming group.
This is true. This is true.
PC gaming troop. If you were in a PC gaming troop, everybody would be like, yeah, Overwatch deserve it. Overwatch, yeah, Overwatch.
But Overwatch took over the same way The Witcher did last year, where it was released early, but it kept remaining part of the conversation and good on it. I felt that guy's speech for That Dragon Cancer, that was the one thing Geoff Keighley said that made 100% sense. That's why we do the show. Do more of that, Geoff Keighley. No, it doesn't have to be a guy pining, through a video game. Or
you want more people to sub for their stories?
No. No, it's not. No, because really? Have you ever watched any other award show? It's all sad, sappy bullshit anyway. Either that or it's all business. So, but the fact that
my dad was a famous director, but I did all the effort by myself.
Well, yeah, I mean, Candice Bergen was on I think she was in the Academy Awards a couple of times throughout the 70s and 80s talking about how her uncle was Walt frickin' Disney. Did it get her more work? No. But, that's the kind of dumb stuff you expect out of an award show. I do want to shout out Inside for beating out Uncharted for Best Art Direction, because that made me happy. I thought Nolan North's speech was well done for him getting Best Performance as Nathan Drake.
Yeah, I think that it was an obvious choice. Like, it was final Drake performance, so everybody loved Uncharted. It would be like dick move to not give it to him. So
yeah, I still think Best Fighting Game is I still think the Best Fighting Game of the year was not even nominated, and that is Heroine's Infinite Duel.
Did not play it. Nobody heard of it.
Oh, so plenty of people have heard of it. Plenty. Just because you haven't heard of it doesn't mean people haven't heard of it. And plus, I think they're working towards something with these awards, but they're not there yet. And it's getting to a point where they're treating it as more of a marketing opportunity than an actual award show.
What?
With that,
what do you mean? With the robot, with the Razer robot thing, that was cool. That wasn't marketing at all.
How about with that remark, you can fuck right off, and we could talk about PSX. So,
okay, PSX.
I want to say one thing. This was a very retro PSX. Like, they spent a lot of time looking backwards.
Mm-hmm. We can talk about that. Let's start the PSX, okay?
Yeah, so you have the notes. I'll react to you. You're proactive this time.
Okay. The show starts with the hijabi woman. She's walking in a like it feels it's like, you know, it's the Middle East, and there's war everywhere, and like the some troops stops her.
Yep.
And I don't know, like all the time, like this graphic seems very similar, like familiar. I feel like this is Uncharted, but who's the character?
Exactly.
I don't know the character.
Exactly.
Like, yeah. Then like there were some like stealth areas where she was lockpicking the door. You know, some cool moments. Then she gets to the rooftop where she allegedly has to meet this person. Then she gets a message, abort message, and she gets caught by a soldier.
The same
and she
soldier
starts
that stopped her.
Yeah, exactly. Then she starts fighting. She kicks his ass, while another soldier like grabs her, but she's saved by another woman. Then blah blah blah. Fighting is over, which was cool. And they show off it's Chloe Fraser and Nadine Ross, which is very interesting because Chloe hasn't been around since Uncharted 2.
Yeah, I was gonna say which I didn't remember.
No,
which
no,
one
no,
she
no, no,
was.
no. She was in Uncharted 3, but I mean, she was in Uncharted 3, but she wasn't in Uncharted 4.
Okay.
Yeah, and I'm like, like Nadine Ross is a bad guy. Why is Chloe working with her? Because we know Chloe had a shady history. Maybe it was a time when she used to like work in a bad area. I'm not sure.
The only thing I know about this woman is, I got to the part in Uncharted 2 about right after you meet her, and then I stopped playing.
Okay.
That's all.
But
I know.
it's like,
So
it's interesting to know the. I'm not sure if it's like the story before Uncharted 2 or is it the story after Uncharted 3. I'm not sure about the timeline, but it would be weird for her to be after Uncharted 2 because like she evolves to becoming a good guy. So I don't know. I feel like it's before Uncharted 2. Maybe I'm wrong.
Yeah. I mean, you know, you might be wrong, but you could say you're right, and I wouldn't know the difference. So,
yeah. Okay, next, we see
before
Mega Man.
before we move on, I just want to say that was the first piece of Uncharted content that I've been interested in.
Okay, cool.
It did look interesting to me.
Okay.
There's
Up
hope
next,
for me.
They show off. We see Mega Man X, and we see Ryu. They start fighting, and I'm like, "Yep, it's Capcom versus Marvel, I guess."
The best kept secret about PSX, right?
What?
It's a joke. We've known that MVC4 was going to be leaked, or it was leaked that it was going to be there like a month ago, wasn't it?
No, I think it was a couple days ago.
Nah, it was longer than that.
I think it was a couple of days ago when they leaked like a picture with the number 4.
I think it was longer than that, but that whatever, it's fine.
It doesn't matter. Then Captain Marvel shows up. Yay! Captain Marvel and Iron Man shows up, and Mega Man and X and Ryu start fighting together against Iron Man and Captain Marvel. Like, it was a cool CG trailer. And it's not called Marvel vs. Capcom 4. It's called Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite. And it's allegedly coming out in 2017. I have never been a fan of the franchise, and I really don't care.
I like 2, and I'm glad they took my suggestion, but I'm sad they took off the last part of my PSN ID because it was supposed to be Marvel vs. Capcom 4 Infinite Rewind, but they didn't do that. I'm amazing at jokes, I know. Anyway.
Yes. Then, okay, up next, they show off Wipeout. I'm like, what, is this a new Wipeout game?
Right?
Like, I'm like, is this a new Wipeout game? I'm like, yeah, I'm so interested. Then the trailer ends and shows Omega Collection.
Which is...
okay, I guess. Like, there's HD Fury and 2048. Whatever, I guess, like... I'm fine. Summer 2017 coming out. I probably won't buy it.
I mean, I liked those games, and I like that style of game. I'm just not sure I want to go back to Wipeout.
Yeah, exactly.
But see, like what drew me to it, especially this time, is there's not a game like Mod Nation Racers on the PS4, and I really wish there was. So that, yeah.
Up next.
Do it the way you did at E3. Up next!
No, I can't. There's people sleeping next.
Yeah, it's like 4 a.m. for you, isn't it?
Yeah. They show off... Do you see a Destiny trailer? It's the Drowning... I wrote here. Drowning event returns, Sparrow Racing and Icebreaker. I don't know what the fuck that is.
Neither do I.
You race with sparrows. I don't know what the fuck is
it's and if Corey Dierig ever listens to this, I'm just gonna say it. It's more Destiny's bullshit. Like,
okay.
Like it's just they need to stop doing this and just find a way to automate something so they can work on making a nice expansion to that game. And I'm not talking about, we're going to do another what was the one that came out
Taken King.
Another Taken King. They need to do something like World of War expansion-esque or World of Warcraft expansion-esque. They need to put some life into that game and find a way to keep that life going. And
I think they just want to like cast aside Destiny and start Destiny 2.
But see, is that how they're going to do it?
Yeah, they said it. They want to do Destiny 2. Yeah.
I mean, however they do it, they need to put some life into that, and it's on life support at this rate.
They should go like full MMO. Like enchantments, fucking mining, you craft stuff, you like tailor stuff, tailor weapons, tailor armors, more RPG in it, just more MMO. Just don't like give it a skin version of it.
Yeah.
So now I haven't played since the original. People might say, well, probably they add more features. Like, again, it's still very, how do you say it? Lubricative? Is that the word?
What do you mean? What are you looking to say?
Like, it's still very
making money,
like teasing you with it, but still not what I want.
I wouldn't necessarily say lubricative.
Okay.
But it's you're right. I think a lot of people going. I think they're as much Destiny as I played, which is admittedly not much. I still think mechanically that game is flawless. But there but you said something similar about No Man's Sky. There's like 4 or 5 things to do in Destiny, and you just have to do them over and over and over and over and over and over and over again.
Which was fine because it was fun, because the gameplay was amazing.
Right.
But then they released the DLC and it was the same shit. Okay.
Right.
I'm not gonna like just do the same thing so I can get a better weapon. If I don't mind grinding, but if it was different enough, okay. But Nope.
Yeah, and I'm kind of the same way. It's just there's something there. There's just not enough of it. And you know, as much as I like No Man's Sky, I kind of feel like I understand the plight of the hardcore Destiny fan now, because I really like No Man's Sky in a way that people liked early Destiny, and I have no shame, and I will continue to go back. But anyway, let's move on.
Okay, up next we have the Crash Bandicoot. They keep saying remaster, but I feel like it's a remake, because remaster you see like an HD upscaling or HD makeover. This is like a ground up build. Like, I feel like this is a remake more than a remaster.
I mean, you probably have to, because it's a PS1 game.
Yeah, like, it looks amazing. It's 4K native, HD 4K for the Pro, full HD for the base, and it's called N/Sane Trilogy. Very funny.
Because why the hell not?
Yeah.
Now,
like, and they show, like, you know, they show the old PS1 game, and you see the Bandicoot spinning, and you see the newer version, and they look like exactly the same, but just better graphics.
Yeah.
And which I think people will love it for that. Well, I hope they fix the mechanics, because in one was shit. In one was shit.
Well, I didn't like
what a crap.
I didn't like any of the Crash games at the time.
2 was fine.
But seeing that, I was like, you know what? I should probably play those just to see if my opinion still holds up to me. I mean, I know it doesn't matter to anybody else whether or not I like a game, but
yeah.
You know, I thought from I guess from a pseudo BS academic standpoint, I should probably play those games again, and I think I might.
If you're silent enough, Matt, you can hear Imran being angry at us.
No, I don't think Imran would be angry at it. I think he would be like, well, you know, you can have. Imran's pretty diplomatic, and I think that's fine. But you know, he's the guy has said his piece on Crash, and I support him on that. Doesn't mean I agree with him.
Okay.
All right.
I don't support them.
Well, it's okay.
So it's coming. It's coming out. They said summer 2017.
Yeah. Yeah, it's already on. Is all of that just pre-order then? Because it showed up on the PSN store.
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't remember.
Why you want to pre-order with something that doesn't have a fixed date?
Oh yeah, but
okay.
they said it's up on the store, so I was just curious about that.
Okay. They announced Call of Duty World League thing. It's a competition. Some guy dabbed in the trailer.
Yep.
Like, my eyes, I was rolling my eyes so hard that, like, you can't even listen to him. Listen to my eyes rolling. Like, what the fuck? I don't care.
Yeah.
Okay. Then they showed off Resident Evil 7 trailer. This looks exactly the same trailer as they showed off before. Nothing new there. They updated the demo. They said something more stuff in the demo, which I didn't try, which I probably won't, because I'm a pussy. I don't like playing these type of games. PSVR support, which I'm curious to know. If you buy the game, is the VR version comes with it, or does the VR version separate?
I have no idea.
I think it comes with the game.
I mean, in order to make it as easy as possible for everybody, they would be smart to do that. Because VR hasn't really taken off the way anybody wanted it to, or the way any of the suits wanted it to. I was able to sit and try PSVR, and I enjoyed the hell out of it. I had fun playing Valkyrie. And,
Valkyrie is awesome.
And, and I actually thought to myself, I'm like, I would get this to play that. But I don't know if I want to play a horror game in VR.
Yeah, me too. I don't want to see, especially if a game like Outlast, when they like shove their penises on my face. No, I don't want that.
You don't need your gaming to be too much like your real life, huh, Chris? Anyway, up next.
Okay, up next we have Ace Combat 7.
Which is
Ace
cool.
Combat 7, it's not that. It's still a thing.
Yeah.
No release date. It's,
I'm like, wow, this is okay.
Yeah, like I was surprised. Like, fuck, Ace Combat 7. You're still here. Like, oh, another Final Fantasy 15 thing.
Great. It's like when Ace Combat 7, I'm like, good for them. Like, kudos.
Still alive and kicking.
Yeah, let them have it. Everybody gets their moment in the sun. Ace Combat 7, you're welcome.
Yeah. No, I'm not making fun of Ace Combat. I actually think it's a really fun game. But
I'm not either. I think the Ace Combat games, but it's one of those things that it's been so low key over its entire existence. Yeah. It's like when someone, it's like
why announce it without a fixed date? Like, just announce it, fixed date, before the release, before a week of the release, market it really hard, then release it. Like, I just don't get it. Like, you announce it, then go silent for another 10 years, then come back. Like, who gives a shit?
Like, do you know who Christian Slater is?
No.
Okay, well, there's this show, I think he's in it now, called Mr. Robot. I believe he's in that show. He was also in Archer for a couple seasons.
He was in Robin Hood, the movie Robin Hood?
I think he might have been. I don't remember.
He's the father of Mr. Robot.
Sure. I've never watched it. But my point here is, when I was in X-ray school, there was an internet hoax that happened saying Christian Slater died. And it was one of those things that, because nobody in terms of like a Hollywood celebrity standpoint had heard anything out of Christian Slater in like decades, or at least what seemed like decades. I believed he was dead. That's kind of how I felt. That's kind of when Ace Combat 7 came up on PSX. I'm like, oh, he's alive.
Yeah,
good for him. I enjoyed my time with Ace Combat a long time ago, and I'm glad that other people are still enjoying it. So good on them.
Yeah, it's the same like if you hear Joe Pesci dying. Joe Pesci was his name?
No, Joe Pesci dying would be bad.
Yeah, I mean, like, it would be bad, but I'm like, if he died and if it was a hoax, nobody would know because he's been fucking gone forever. Where the fuck is he? Make more movies. He's a great actor.
Well, he's. I don't think he's a great actor. I think the material he works with.
Oh yeah, suits him so much. Like suits him perfectly.
Like, yeah, My Cousin Vinny was kind of special, but like the Scorsese films he did, like, he can't do better than that as far as I'm concerned.
He was okay in the Lethal Weapon movies.
Yeah, but see,
it's like he's that lovable guy which you like just love.
But
him
he's
for
an
no
asshole,
reason.
and he's like a prick in those things. But that's Joe Pesci. But like the only performance of his that I really thoroughly enjoy outside of anything Scorsese did or My Cousin Vinny was Eight Heads in a Duffel Bag. I thought he was really good at that.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, like Ace Combat 7.
Okay.
Go get it.
We have Akuma fighting Ryu. They announced a new set of characters, a past fourth new set of characters for Street Fighter V.
And that's visually, cool. They have new lore on Akuma. They basically made him the love child of Blanca.
Yeah, his hair was longer.
Oh man, what is going? Akuma, tighten that up. Come on.
Okay, Capcom Cup 2016 was held at PSX. I don't know why I wrote that, but it's in it. It's in the notes.
Great.
Yeah, then Shuhei Yoshida comes in like a boss. Everybody was chanting his name.
Everybody's so happy. Everyone's so happy.
Yeah. Come on, it's like he's such a lovable guy. Like, how would you not like him?
Oh, I could be angry with that man, but I do not have any dislike towards him.
Yeah, like he's just one of those people who are like you cannot get angry at him, you know?
Oh, I can get angry at him. People should be able to change their damn names.
Yeah, they should. Then he was like, "Hey guys, are you excited for The Last Guardian? It's coming out next week." I'm not kidding. Really, this is not a joke. He was like, "Do you remember the game? It's really coming out, guys. Here's a trailer."
This is like the video game equivalent of No Homo, but instead we're saying it's not a joke. It's actually coming. And update. I have The Last Guardian.
Collection.
I have it. It is in a box right next to me. I haven't
What's
opened
in the
it.
box?
I haven't opened it yet because I wanted to start the show first.
Yeah. But what's in the box?
The Last Guardian Collector's Edition.
What's in the box?
I've got a Trico statue. I've got a video game. I've got an art book. And
Which we will post a picture of it on Instagram.
And I have living proof that Brian, Imran, and Antonio all owe me $20 in PSN cash.
I need that money, bitches. I want that money. So it's officially, we won the bet.
We won.
I want my money, Brian. Imran, where's my money at?
Yeah.
I want to drown. Drown some pussy. I want to use my PSN money for that pussy money.
I want to make it rain PSN credit all up in that store. And I'm just gonna quote Peter Stormare from The Big Lebowski. Where's the money, Lebowski?
Where's the money, Brian?
So Last Guardian came out. I have not played it yet, but I will, and I'll report back.
Yes.
Up next,
we have Paper in 4K. Guess what game is it?
What, Terra? What was it?
No. Parappa the Rapper.
Oh, Parappa. Oh, okay. Yeah.
We have Paper Dog and full HP crispness.
Yeah. This is great. Yeah, this is I spent this entire segment going, what? Like, what is this? This is such old stuff. It's crazy.
Yeah. But you can download the demo now. So.
Great. I'm not gonna do it, but great.
Yeah. Then Shuhei Yoshida says new IP. Like, I'm sure of it because I wrote it, new IP. Because he said this is a new game. He said new. Or maybe I misheard him from his maybe his his English wasn't very clear. But anyways, he said this is for everyone, for all ages, casual and core. I'm like, great. What's the new game? Then he shows off Knack 2. Fucking hell, what?
Well, didn't he have Mark Cerny come out and talk about it?
No. Mark Cerny wasn't on the show.
Oh no, he was at the Game Awards, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was at the Game Awards. He was busy sucking Kojima's dick.
Okay, full disclosure, I did not play the first Knack. Because
it's like a terrible game. Like,
and that was because when I saw Knack, I didn't want to play Knack.
Yeah, why would they make Knack 2?
Because
game only sold well because
it was a launch title. That's why.
Okay. It was like there were only 5 games you can buy on the PS4, and Knack was one of them.
Yeah, it's just right. Well, I have nothing else. Gotta play Knack.
Then they said now you can play as co-op. Wow. Okay, no one cares.
Which essentially,
this is like the biggest meme in the kind of funny group.
So you instead of playing as one trash monster, you can play as 2 trash monsters in a trash world and a trash game.
And the monster can be de-trashed to small monsters.
Yeah. With the Parappa announcement, did you skip over the fact that they have Patapon coming to PS4 now?
Wait, no. I have it. I.
Or has that not happened yet in your notes?
No, I wrote everything down. I'm sure of it.
Because I know there was Parappa the Rappa.
It will come. Okay, it will come. Don't.
That's fine. That's fine. I thought the Parappa Patapon. I thought it was at the same time. I might be wrong.
No. This is like what they announced. Okay.
Okay.
Now,
So
Gravity Rush 2.
Knack sucks, and Knack 2 will probably suck. So move on.
Gravity Rush 2. I don't know why
they announced another playable character, which is cool.
Yeah, which is Raven. It's a free DLC coming out at March. I'm not sure if the DLC is March or the full game is March. Whatever, I don't care.
I want to go back. I want to go back to 1 on PS4, and I'll probably play 2 because I liked Gravity Rush. I thought Gravity Rush.
Yeah,
was really
I
fun.
like the game too, but I mean, like, stop showing me trailers for something you delayed that I was gonna play this year.
Yeah, they delayed it so they could show this trailer at this point.
Yeah, like, remember the Gravity Rush? Remember?
Gravity Rush.
Remember Gravity Rush on Vita?
Yeah, please be excited. I mean, they're basically saying, yeah, remember these? We still have them. Please be excited. They're doing Square Enix.
Yeah. Then you have the Sex Eye Amazingness. Which was
what I don't know. I don't know what words you just said, but okay.
It was like sex to my eyes.
Okay, great.
At 4K, 60 FPS, HDR goodness.
None of which I could see on my TV. So
yeah, okay, but I can on my TV. Gran Turismo Sport.
Which, okay, that's fine. Those games look fantastic anyway.
They look so good. They look amazing. And I just this is not mentioned in PSX, guys. I watched this on separate. And Kazumori, the founder of Polyphony Digital, he is saying he's really focusing on HDR because he said that cars are basically mirrors, which he can take the role of HDR to use it better, because he said the cars are like mirrors, which I'm like, and because I've seen a lot of games in HDR, some of them look good, some of them was like okay, like Final Fantasy 15 looks amazing, Ratchet and Clank looks amazing, Uncharted 4 looks okay, Forza Horizon 3 looks so good in HDR.
Okay, can I ask a dumb question? I don't know what HDR is. What is HDR?
High dynamic range.
Okay, what does that mean?
It's basically they make the blacker black and the white whiter. So like you see the sunlight more realistic.
Okay. Sure.
Yeah. Everything that is light you see more realistic.
All right.
Okay. Then up next, yes, this game. I was so happy. Forgot about it. Then they announced it. Then they showed us again. I was like, yes. Ni no Kuni 2.
Yeah.
Yes. You don't like Ni no Kuni?
I love Ni no Kuni.
I was like, but did you notice in the gameplay that they showed no monsters? I didn't see any monsters.
Yeah,
I'm not sure.
That was weird.
Yeah, I'm not sure if they are not in it this time, or they don't want to show them off. Either way, I'm fine if they're not in it, or if they are absent or not.
Look,
to be honest,
I
love the story of
Nioh. I will let that developer just do their thing.
Yeah.
You know, I don't need to see what else is in Ni no Kuni 2. I'd like a PS4 update on Ni no Kuni, but I don't think it'll happen.
Yeah, that'll be amazing.
That would be great, but
just want to say a couple of things about the combat. That I see the character like jumping and rolling and dodging. Mm-hmm. I'm like, this is more action than the older one, because the older one, when you want to block something, you just stand still and block it. So I'm not sure if this is just animation or you can actually move the characters around.
which is fine because if I remember
like and like in a very small space you move them around, not
see
Yeah.
like the Nino Kuni, it was they like really straddled the line between turn based and action to me, didn't they? Like that's how I'm remembering it. If I'm misremembering it, call me out. But it seems like
I didn't feel very action, to be honest. Like turn based, yeah. Action,
like
not
it
so
was
much.
like it wasn't action the way it wasn't action the way that like looking at combat from Final Fantasy 15 is. But I actually think it was close to like not the most recent Tales games, but like Tales of Grace's F. It seemed like a lot of that, which I'm totally fine with.
Yeah, okay. That's a good comparison. Yes, the new like Tales of Zestiria, which you see like they just like they do some cool animation with them. Like maybe it's only that. Again, I trust the developers. Level 5 studios are gonna be amazing. Is it still level 5? I'm not sure.
Well, it's predominantly developed by Level 5, and I think they had Studio Ghibli doing.
I think no, Studio Ghibli is not involved.
Yeah, but I'm talking about the first one. I know Ghibli's not involved this time.
Yeah,
but
that still looks like a Ghibli.
But yeah, it's
Ghibli
gonna be.
Yeah.
I mean, level 5, they do good stuff.
Yeah.
Even the stuff that I have no interest in, I'm like, you know what? If I did have interest in that, I'm pretty sure it's good.
Yeah.
So.
Okay. Then Gio Corsi came along to the stage.
Yes.
Okay. And I was like, when he came, I was like, oh, he's gonna say the Vita's still a thing, and we all know it's not.
Except for the part where
I still love my
was.
Vita.
They announced a Vita
day.
title, didn't they?
Yeah, they did, which is coming out. But I'm saying like, I'm saying like, I still love my Vita. I play it every day, not every day, but every time I go to work.
Oh yeah. If I'm working at the hospital, I'm playing my Vita.
Yeah. But we basically know it's at this last nail.
Oh yeah.
Anyways, they announced Yakuza Kiwami, which is coming out in summer 2017.
Great.
And what?
Great. I don't. Yeah. I mean, I honestly, like, I'm like, wow. All right.
If you love GTA, but remove all of the hooker from it, and remove all of the like Western gang in it, and put tribal gang inside.
Tribal? And a bit of, you mean triad?
Triad. I'm sorry. You're right. Triad. Try tribal in it.
Yeah.
And put a bit of insane anime inside, and that's Yakuza.
Well, it isn't.
It's amazing. I love it so much. Like, I don't know why people like. If you love anime and if you love games like GTA 5, you're gonna love Yakuza. And you should buy Yakuza.
But see, I'll bet you in my neck of the world, there's probably a lot of people who love GTA, but the GTA anime crossover isn't as big.
I'm saying, like, yeah. I mean, I'm saying, like, if you like anime and GTA, you'll love this game.
Yeah. So and I'll bet you, a lot of people.
I'm not recommending to people who don't like anime but like GTA this game. That's what I'm saying. If you like games like GTA, I would recommend something like Watch Dogs or Sleeping Dogs.
No, you'd recommend Sleeping Dogs. Because Sleeping Dogs
Watch Dogs 2 is Watch Dogs 2 is really good. I've been playing it non-stop.
No,
it's really fun.
I haven't touched it, but
Watch Dogs 1, no. Watch Dogs 1, like, it was so bland and boring. Anyways, did I say Yakuza 6 also? Yakuza 6 early 2018. It's already out in Japan, but I'm really excited that more Japanese games are being westernized. Because there's so many Japanese games I want to be here, like fucking fucking Dragon Quest 10. Why isn't it here? I want Dragon Quest 10, bitches. Give me Dragon Quest 10.
Gio Corsi, give Chris Dragon Quest 10.
But it's an exclusive title on Wii U.
Gio Corsi, make it happen.
Make it happen.
I mean, he made something. I mean, I'm not going to spoil it, but he made something happen that I just assumed would never happen. So I'll explain that when we get there.
Okay. Then they announced
Danganronpa
V3.
Another one of these. I don't get it. I don't get it.
You have to kill people to survive. It's great. Have you ever played it?
No, but see, I don't want to play a game like that.
It's a great Vita game. Like the story is amazing. You have to kill people to survive.
Yeah, but that's called survival. I mean, that's every video game. I mean, I kill people to survive every day in Bloodborne. I have to kill the enemy so I survive.
But this is a bit different, though.
No, I know, but see, here's my thing. I played Zero Escape, Virtue's Last Reward. And
if you like Zero Escape, you'll love this game.
I didn't say I liked it. I said I played it.
Oh, okay.
Now, there was a Vita group on Facebook that I was in for a long time. I think I might actually still be in it, but I don't go there anymore. But there was this guy.
I think nobody goes there anymore.
There was this guy who just swore up and down that was one of the better stories or games on the Vita. And I'm like, and one day that I just said, hey, I'm looking for, I went in, just to see what people thought of games on Vita. I was like, I'm looking for something new. And this guy basically wrote a 6-paragraph diatribe on that. And I'm like, all right, this guy really cares about that game, so I'm going to try it. I commented on it and I tried. I'm like, this is not good. It's pretty boring. It's
like the boring version of
Danganronpa. Danganronpa. But then he's like, well, see, you really have to start. The only way to, and he said this to me in a way that wasn't this pedantic, but he's like, the only way to really do it is to get all the stories. So I did that. I got all the stories. I learned all the endings and put all the stories together in a way that I could understand. And I still thought, okay, this game is just up its own ass with twisting time around, which fine. There are plenty of games that do that, but this one, because it's like a visual novel, there's just no gameplay there. Now, I know that from what I know of Danganronpa, just as a whole,
it is a visual novel.
It's a visual novel, but there were sequences where there's more going on than just watching characters talk.
Yeah.
I mean, and with that, the Telltale games aren't much further off than that, but they're also not 20 hours long. So
yeah, exactly. Well, if you search it long enough, you get bored of it.
Exactly. And
if it was like a 6 hours game or 5 hours game, it would be different.
Yeah.
Anyways, it's coming out on PS4 and Vita. Next, they announced, not announced, we already know, but they showed more trailer of it. Nier Automata. Automata. Okay.
Which that game looks good.
It looks good. I mean, that
game looks good.
And you know what? I've been watching this game, and I'm like, you know what? It's been 3 years or 2 years I haven't played the hack and slash game, and I love hack and slash games. And I'm like, you know what? This game it's exciting me because I haven't played the hack and slash game on my PS4. Where are they? Is there one? Is there one which I played? Maybe I forgot.
Well, if you remember the early days of this show, Antonio swore Bloodborne was a hack and slash game.
Oh no, it's not a hack and slash game. No way. No way. But what the fuck? No. Then I was like, you know what? The last one I played was Bayonetta 2, and that game is so good. Oh my god, that game's good. I know, and I miss hack and slash games because it's just dumb fun, just so much dumb fun, and I love that. I just want to kill shit, more killing.
Sometimes you just want to be like Rambo, kill, period, without remorse.
Yeah, exactly. And there's a release date which is on the. Okay, I'm getting confused. because it's on the American version. It's the third month, 7th.
So March 7th,
2017.
2018 or 17?
17.
Okay, cool. I like that game. I'm like, I've never played a Nier game, and I've heard great things.
Yeah, me too. I haven't played Nier games too, because I actually bought the disc. It was a used disc. Then I tried it on my 360, and the game would keep crashing. Like the disc was faulty, and I just never bothered to buy another copy.
So I'm into Nier. I am all kinds of into Nier. I don't know. I'm not gonna say it's like a must buy just yet, but it's one of those things like I might continue to watch it.
Yeah.
So.
Okay.
Next.
Next we have the Weiss series again. Weiss Origin.
Ease. Oh yeah, another freaking Vita game.
Ease. Oh, you say it Ease?
Yeah,
but
Ease.
it's why. Why is it Ease? There should be an I in it.
No, well, that's depends on what language you're in, Chris. But Ease is an old RPG series.
It is. February 21, 2017, Vita and PS4.
Yeah. Which is
I
cool.
think I have.
Which is cool. And that was one of those games series that when I was growing up and had to rely on, my parents for money. I could never really get into those games because they were difficult to find, and so I would just follow them in whatever gaming publications I had. And I actually played Memories of Celceta on Vita, and game's good, yo.
I'll trust your words for it. I never played it.
Yeah, no. I will play that game on. I will probably buy it on Vita if it's crossplay on PS4. I'll probably play it on PS4 as well. But
yeah, I like my Japanese games on my Vita. Okay. Next, they showed off Dragnot. You know what? I wrote this down.
Before you go on,
yeah.
I actually just Googled it. It's pronounced Is, and it's like I guess it's a dialect of French that's Breton.
Okay.
And it's a mythical city that was built on the coast of Brittany, and later
so it's
swallowed.
Is, not Ease.
Yeah, Is.
East.
And was later swallowed by the ocean. Most versions of the legend take place in the city in the Douarnenez Bay. So we learn something every so often here on the Platinum Achievement
Welcome
Podcast.
to the encyclopedia.
Yep. Yep. Wikipedia's, if Wikipedia's right, I'll take it. If they're wrong, it's Wikipedia.
Yep. Yes, we have up next Dreadnought. Okay, so these are type of trailers which piss me off. Okay,
what was this?
It's like these trailers. They try to be very. Okay, I wrote it down. Mystic indie. I wanna be cool music. I wanna be cool music plays in the background while spaceship shoots lasers and missiles syncing with the bass drops, just like another generic trailer. Seriously, don't you notice like all of these vague trailers? They this have cutscenes and bass drops and mystic music like. But see, it's so cheesy, so like generic. Like,
but see, here's
something
the thing.
else. Like,
here's
tell
the
me
thing,
what the
Chris.
fuck the game is.
See, you know what you're doing? You know what you're doing right now? You're doing the exact same thing I do whenever there's a new Marvel movie trailer.
Oh, okay.
Like that's exactly how I think. I'm like, even seeing now. Granted, with this Dreadnought, I'm with you because I'm also the same way about freaking Death Stranding. Tell me what the game is. Tell me what the game is. Quit spending your time on trailers. What's the game?
Yeah, but the thing is, even though you like our opinions are relevant to this, but Death Stranding can get away from it because it's a Kojima trailer.
Yeah,
and Kojima has always been like this. He's always put like small hints in the trailers, and he's always weird trailers. Always like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah, I know, but still, I just want to know what it is.
I understand that, but when a fucking unknown developer does this with it's not like as weird and as much as, but it's still very vague and tries to be very like with the mystique music and then dubstep with bass drop.
Yeah.
Like,
well, see, what I'm afraid of. Here's what I'm afraid
like,
of.
okay, I see two ships destroying each other. Do I control a ship? Is it an RTS?
Right.
I don't know what the fuck is this.
Is it
like,
EVE Online? I don't know.
Yeah.
No, but like here's what these games remind me of. Like, I don't go to parties much anymore just because I'm old. But I remember, like, you know, in high school and in my 20s, where you'd go to a party or a social gathering, and there'd be that one girl that shows up with like a crew of people, and everyone's really happy to see her, but then she goes and sits in the corner, doesn't talk to anybody, and pretends to be the quiet, mysterious type. And
she actually sucks everybody's dicks.
No, but like no, that different party.
Okay.
But then but nobody goes to talk to her because they know she's not mysterious. She's just boring as fuck, and nobody.
Okay.
And
yeah,
and like that's
exactly.
That's kind of what this is turning into for me.
It's the type of girl where you are all the time asking the questions and you never get the question back to start the conversation.
Yeah. I hate that. I hate that.
Oh my.
I hate that.
I went on a date with a chick like this about a week ago. I'm like, I feel like I'm keep asking the questions like, don't you care to know something about me? Or like, why are you on this fucking date? Why don't you ask something? Nope.
Well, see, I'm the same way, and I don't know if this is a dickhead maneuver, but you know, because I've been doing a lot of dating recently, you know, divorced. I went on this date, and I was sitting across from this girl. She was she was a sweetheart, very interesting, and every time I asked her a question, a conversation would happen out of that question. But the one thing that stopped me from calling her back is she showed no concern for who I was. Yeah. Now granted, I'm not sitting here saying I'm some interesting diamond in the rough. But
at least the courtesy of asking something about me.
But like she sat there, answered all my questions, no problem, never asked anything back. And
yeah. No, you don't. You're right. You think like she's not interested.
Yeah, I'm like
me
this
because
woman
she didn't ask any questions about me.
This woman is clearly more interested in herself than me, and it was probably wrong of me to not really call her back. But she never asked me to either. So,
because she doesn't, she's not the type of girl to ask questions.
And the thing, and I'll be honest, she was a good kisser. But, yeah, like I did not feel the need to call this woman back.
Yeah,
because I'm like, all right, I'm just gonna hear about her, and not that I don't want to hear it, but I know she's gonna run out of stories eventually, and she's probably gonna start recycling the material.
Yeah, that's the same thing. So that's why I didn't call the chick I was with last week, because like I have nothing to ask about. Like I was like, what can I ask now? Should I ask about her fucking nails? Should I ask about her hair? Should I ask where she bought her shoes? Like, there's like nothing anymore.
Yo, see, here's the thing: never ask that, because
I'm not gonna ask that, but I'm saying like I was in a point where I cannot think of stuff to ask anymore.
Yeah, and then at that point you're going, what do you think about that tile over there on the floor? You know. Anyway, let's move on.
Do you like this ketchup? I don't like Heinen's. I like the other brand.
I like Cat's Up.
Okay. Okay. Up next they announce Supergiant announced a new game called Pyre.
That's
Pyre.
that's not really an announcement. I think they announced that at E3.
Did they?
They announced it, but like they actually showed a little bit more. But again, I still think we're kind of in the infancy of this game. I don't think we'll probably see it late next year.
But at least we fucking saw some gameplay. Like right. I know it's an RPG. It's 2D and it's very actiony. And I wrote this. I don't know why I wrote this. I wrote cool Chinese music.
Yep.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Looks like Child of Light, but a lot more flexible.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't really remember the trailer. I remember that it was very more chaotic.
Yeah. That developer's good, man. I can't wait for. Yeah. I cannot wait to see everything that they do.
Okay, then they announce a game called Vane. So this I don't remember the trailer because
I don't. That's why I wrote this
because it was so forgettable trailer that I need my notes so I can know what the fuck is it.
Yeah, I don't remember.
A girl in a desert. Okay, / there's a sandstorm.
Great.
/ she is platforming, and she seems like she's puzzle solving. Another boring journey experience type of game. Okay.
I don't know. I mean, Journey wasn't boring, but
no. I mean not the game journey. Like you are on a quest or on a journey to go someplace. Mystique, you know.
Well, yeah, and then this goes back to your Dreadnought. Is this a very mysterious girl in the room, or is it just someone being quiet because they're boring?
Exactly. Okay, then we have another game called Absolver Online Melee Action. Okay, so this is my notes about it because again I don't remember.
It was very pixelated. It looked kind of.
It's like frenetic. Again. I wrote another vague trailer. People in mask. There's a slow motion martial arts with swords. Looks cool, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, okay. It's Devolver. They're pretty good track. I know they didn't develop it. I think they're publishing it. And they have a track record for not really putting out horrendous crap. I think they've put out some stuff that I've not liked, but their track record is pretty solid. So I will wait to see more on Absolver.
Okay. Up next, I wrote a little girl talking about stories happen in bedrooms in this dollhouse. Again, vague. Called What Remains. What?
Oh, what remains of Edith Finch?
Yes.
Yeah, that's the people who did.
But okay, it's a horror game, but no, I'm not.
What's that game that they did? Unfinished Swan. It's those guys.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, so it's probably gonna be another walking simulator, just like Unfinished Swan was.
Is it? But it felt very creepy.
Yeah.
I thought it was a horror game.
Well, I mean, I think that them and the Chinese Room are doing good things in that space. I mean, Gone Home was good too, but I think that it'll be one of those that's worth other people's time.
Okay.
I can't speak on Soma because I haven't played that, but it'll probably be something that you can come away from going, huh, okay.
I never played those games, so I have no opinion about them. Okay, next, this game looked so awesome. I'm so excited about it. It's a twin stick shooter, but it's a fast twin stick shooter, not the slow ass shit that you like. I forgot what was it again? What's the name of the game that you love so much?
Super Stardust?
No. It's a twin stick shooter.
Super Stardust is a twin stick shooter.
Yeah, but these are people. Helldaggers.
Oh, okay. Helldivers is a variation on the twin stick shooter. It's not a true twin stick shooter.
Okay,
but,
it's not.
But
okay.
Hell like it's the easy description is that it's a twin stick, but it's really not, and we're not gonna die on this hill today. But
yeah, because I'm not because that's why I said fast twin stick shooters, because I feel like twin stick shooters are very chaotic, all the time shooting, everything is all over the place, which I love, like Resogun, which are the same people who are making Nex Machina Death Machine, which I'm very excited about.
Yeah, well, I'll play anything Housemarque plays. Anything they put out.
I love Resogun. I'm really good at twin stick shooters. Like I'm like when my friend was watching me, I was like, how are you dodging all of these bullets? I'm like, I don't know, man. Like I can see them on the corner of my eyes, and I just move them before my mind even thinks about it. You know, like I don't know how I do it. It's like such a good muscle memory from the game that Atari made. Fuck, I forgot.
Asteroids.
Yes, Asteroids.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no. That's what those games are, and Housemarque knows how to make them.
Yeah, they make them so good. I'm so excited. Then there was a sizzle trailer of indie games. I didn't bother to look up what the games were.
Oh, did you write them down?
No. It's just sizzle trailers, some collection of indie games.
Great.
Yeah, no. Then there's why I wrote this? I wrote the most obnoxious trailer. What is it called? Oh, Let It Die. Oh, yeah, okay. It's like
the new Suda 51 game. which makes the trailer normal, not obnoxious.
But it is obnoxious because they try to be, it's probably the greatest game ever.
Well,
we are so funny.
That's
because
Suda 51.
We know it isn't, but we're trying to be funny and edgy.
That's Suda 51. That's what he does.
It's not funny. It's
no, it's not.
Funny.
It's just absurd, which is what Suda 51 does. He had a main character in his game called Travis motherfucking Touchdown. I mean, come on. This guy is not looking to take himself super seriously, and I don't think
I'm not looking for seriousness. If you want to be goofy, be goofy. But don't try to be, I am goofy, look at me, I'm funny.
At least
Goofy is funny because he is goofy. You know, if you want to be goofy, be goofy. But don't say, I am goofy, look at me, I'm fucking funny.
At least it's not that stupid, what was it, the Need for Speed game from earlier where everybody was saying Bay and that you were complaining about?
Oh, yeah.
At least it's not that.
Oh my god.
At least, I mean, come on. Like
they say KK in the game. They say K. They say LOL.
Like Suda 51 leans into his thing at his pace. He doesn't. I don't think he and Kojima are like, and probably Swery are three individuals that are just doing their thing. And they've done their thing for multiple titles, and are unwavering in their resolve. And I respect all three of them for it. Now, have Suda or Swery made anything on the level of Metal Gear Solid? No. But that's just their thing, and it's. If it were, it's like what you were saying. If it were any other person sort of doing that dumb thing, I might go, "What are you thinking?" But the fact that it's the guy who did No More Heroes, and The Killer is Dead, and all of these just whacked out games, like it's just like, oh, that's Suda 51,
and it's free today. So
yep, and I have it on my PS4. Paul
what
was.
Is it? What is
I
it?
haven't played it yet. I haven't turned it on yet. I've been playing.
Okay, because they didn't show any gameplay.
No, they didn't. It's
but it's free today. There's gameplay. What the fuck is it?
Yeah, like Moose and I finally defeated the final boss in Bloodborne, and he now has a platinum trophy. Yeah. And he started playing. He said,
final boss of the Chalice dungeon, or the final boss?
we defeated Yharnam, Tumerian Queen. And
that's like the easiest boss.
I thought it was. I mean, it's hard if you're going at it by yourself, but when you have,
really, I killed her at the first try, first time.
Oh, so did I. So did I.
I think the hardest for me was the dog. Was the fucking dog.
Oh no,
the dungeon where they cut off your health.
Amygdala in that same dungeon was harder. For me, it was.
Really?
Yeah.
No, for me it was the fucking dog.
The dog sucks. The dog sucks. But
where they cut your health, your health in this dungeon.
Oh, and see, and I've been sitting here and he and I have been going through this game, and it's funny going through it and going through enough to do the platinum again now versus when I did it, which was before the DLC, and there's a lot more help now than there ever was before, because you can summon NPCs now. There are NPCs you can summon.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
I don't know.
You could buy extra bloodstone chunks. You don't have to go through new game plus to level up your weapons anymore. You can use 60 insight to buy a blood rock, so you can get another weapon to plus 10 if you want. It's crazy.
I don't know. I finished it when the game came out. I planted it when the game.
So did I.
These were not a thing.
Yeah, but now it seems like if you use the makeshift altar to do multiplayer chalices, you find stuff. Whereas when I was trying that, you couldn't. So, but and be that as it may, Moose got his platinum. Good for him.
Okay, cool. Okay, they now announce available today titles: Ultimate Marvel Capcom 3.
Yep.
Mother Russia Bleeds. I don't know what's that.
That game looks good.
What is it?
I think it's a side-scrolling beat-em-up sort of situation.
Is it? Okay.
Yeah, it's an Outland. I heard Giant Bomb talk about it maybe a couple months ago at this point, but it's very 80s action hero story, which I'm totally down with. I forgot the developer, but and I watched the trailer then, and it looks cool.
Yeah, they didn't show any trailer in it; just showed the title.
Yeah, because it's been out for a bit on Steam.
And they said something Guru something, which I didn't catch.
Okay.
And they also Surgeon Simulator on PSVR.
Great.
That's cool. And Lara Croft Go. Yes, super excited to get the plat.
Yep.
Yeah. The Go games are awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Did you play Deus Ex Go?
No, I haven't. But I'm just waiting for the Vita version.
Yeah, is that out yet? I don't even know if is that out.
It is out on iOS.
Okay. Yeah. I loved Hitman Go. That game was so much fun.
It was.
It was way easier than I thought it would be, though. It was way easier.
Oh yeah. Okay, then this trailer. I watched this upcoming title. I watched the trailer. I was like, Matt is gonna love this.
Wait, hang on. You gotta. If this is what I think it is, you have to set it up the way that Geoff Keighley did.
I said it. Macho people from the 90s return and windjammers.
Yes. No, when Geoff they're at one of the E3 they announced the Final Fantasy VII remake.
This was your Final Fantasy VII.
It was there. I was guesting on a show. I was guesting on Nerd Overdrive, and I was the one that basically just made fun of E3 for them. But when they were talking about the Final Fantasy VII remake actually happening, and you see you're watching those people just get excited. It's like, oh, they're doing it. And when Geoff Keighley said the words, Dave Lang, this is your nightmare, I was sitting there thinking, I'm like, why did he shout out Dave Lang? Why do you shout out the head of Iron Galaxy? And then all of a sudden I saw the pixels. I'm like, wait a minute. They were talking about him trying to get Iron Galaxy to remake Windjammers, and then all of a sudden you see the disc flying. I'm like, oh my god, they're doing it! Yeah. Oh my god! It was literally it looks
cool though. It looks really cool. I never heard of it before.
Oh man!
When you see the frisbee, it explodes and it's really fast. It looks cool. It looks cool. I might buy it.
This for me, this game was what Rocket League tapped into in the Platinum Achievements community when it came out, where it was just everybody getting together, having some outlandish fun, doing absolutely ridiculous things with cars, and a giant soccer ball. And I really wish more games came out like this, but unfortunately, my wishes never come true. But no, I used to play this game at a quick shop about 4 blocks from my house when I grew up, and I pumped.
What's a quick shop?
It's a convenience store. I don't know if it's a chain that actually exists anymore, but it's KWIKSHOP. Yes, we know how to spell. It was a
Kiwi shop.
But I saw Giant Bomb play this on their Extra Life in 2013, and they played it when they were trying to get Grand Theft Auto 5 to work because Grand Theft Auto 5 wasn't working. Literally, Jeff Gerstmann pulls out his Neo Geo and says, "Let's play Windjammers," and everyone's like, "Yeah," and I'm like, "Wait a minute." They're going to play Windjammers on a console, and I literally did the research. I have been super close to pulling the trigger on just buying a Neo Geo and finding Windjammers so I could play it again. I miss that game so much, and I cannot wait to play it. And I hope I'm okay at it so we can play our community or play our friends, or I could just beat up on you for a while. I don't know. But yeah, that game has so many special memories in my heart, as does most of the Neo Geo catalog, because I couldn't play it at home. But yeah, I was happy. Like I was happier than I've been in a while just because of that game. And I cannot wait to play it again.
I'm excited that you're excited.
I was so thinking I was so excited that I manifested in my head that it was going to be one of the available today titles. So I've been watching the PSN store, and then I Googled it, like, oh no, released it. I'm like, man, I did that to myself.
Yeah. Then you masturbated furiously.
That's a different thing, though.
to get your excitement off.
No, that was still totally different.
Okay. Okay, next up, they announced Starblood Arena, which is a PSVR exclusive title. It's
Yay!
like what?
I said yay.
Okay. It's like Eve Valkyrie, but in an arena, like in the title. You can customize your ship. It looks cool. Looks fine.
I mean,
I'll buy this game if I had the VR.
Yeah, I mean, it looks kind of dumb. Yeah. Fine, like let them do it.
Yeah. No, it looks fun though. Fun though. Yeah. Okay, then there was a scissor reel for VR games again, which I didn't bother to mention the games they showed in the scissor reel trailer. Okay.
Maybe one day, Sony. Maybe one day.
One day. Okay, then they announce up next we have Nioh. Yes. Nioh, Onimusha, and Dark Souls.
Yep.
It's like the child when Dark Souls fucks. Sorry, Onimusha fucks Dark Souls.
Sure.
But no.
Okay. Let's just move on. We know what this is, and
it's like I just want to say something. You see Japanese overlord turn into demon angels,
mm-hmm.
and you feel like you can enchant your swords, which they look so cool. Your weapons, I mean, look so cool, like yellow sword, like blue swords, like so cool. I want to play this game. And you fight against giant Akumas, which is great. And you have a mini cannon, which is great also. You have a mini cannon.
Yep. Okay. Bloodborne and Dark Souls with samurai swords. Yep, I'm in.
Yeah. And up next, I just wrote this show 17. It's baseball. Okay.
Yeah, fine. Why wouldn't they?
Yeah. There's an audience for it, just like me.
Yeah. I like baseball history, not baseball, which is weird.
Yeah. I like baseball anime, I just don't like watch baseball.
Sure. Baseball Stars 2, though, on the Neo Geo. Huh?
Yeah.
Baseball Stars 2 is a good game.
Is it?
Anyway, let's move on.
Move on. Up next, they showed another Horizon Zero Dawn trailer. I feel like they focused a lot of the environment this time. They're showing off how amazing the environment looks, how the creatures look, like more creatures. There's an alligator.
Yeah, I'm to the point where I'm sick of hearing about it.
Exactly. This is my note. This is what I wrote. Another Horizon Zero Dawn trailer, narrated by Optimus Prime.
Yep.
Because it sounds like Optimus Prime. They show off environments and creatures. They look cool. I don't want to see anymore. Yeah, I just literally wrote that. I don't want to see anything about Horizon Dawn anymore. Nothing. Just release the game. I'll buy it. I'm not gonna watch anything about it. I just don't want to hear anything about it anymore.
Yeah, it's just I'm done with it too.
Yeah.
Like just I like that so far, like of next year's Nioh and that are the two. I mean, there's probably more. I mean, well,
South Park, Fractured Butthole.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah, well, and Windjammers now.
Windjammers.
But you know, I'm definitely getting those games, so I don't need to see any more. Just let me play them.
Me too. Now it's the last game they show off, which everybody lost their shit.
Well,
yeah. It starts off in the forest, like the trailer starts. Okay, you see this green forest.
Yep.
The camera pans out, and you are in a village now, and pans out a little bit more, and you see the Firefly logo, and
which is like yes,
the Last of Us. Oh my god! And I then there's a black screen, and they show off Naughty Dog. Okay, I thought the trailer ended. I thought they were just
I was sitting there thinking, I'm like, all right, fine, great. They're doing Last of Us 2. Great.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Then it continues. More stuff. I'm like, yes. You see this hand, like it's shaking, and grabs the guitar, and there's tattoo on the hand. It looks pretty cool. I like the tattoo though. And the person starts playing the guitar, and she starts singing. And I'm like, is this Ellie? I think this is Ellie. It sounds like Ellie. I think it's her. Are we gonna have more Ellie stuff? Ellie and Joel stuff? Because I love these characters. And you see her eyes with the scar on her eyebrow. And I'm like, yes, this is Ellie. Oh my god, so good. And the music, the song. Oh my god, it's so good. I want to buy the song. What is it? Do you know it? I want to buy it.
I honestly see, and this is where I did not like the song because here's the thing. I'm not anti Last of Us 2. I was very skeptical on how they would do it. But I started tuning out. Like I'm like, oh, they're doing this again. Like, oh, they're doing the
feels, they all come back.
What feels? We're seeing a new story. All right? Yeah, we saw all that shit happen. It's not going to happen again. Otherwise, it turns into, why are we doing the same shit twice?
But you see Joel coming in the door, and he's walking through the hallway, passing through bedrooms. There's like dead people inside the bedrooms. I'm like, wow, shit went down. Ellie is pissed as shit for some reason, and there's like literally that person on the floor, and she's playing the guitar. I'm like, yes, so badass. You're so badass.
We'll see like
she's badass.
Well, and because I had just basically glazed over at this point and went into like, all right, I'm done with this trailer trope stuff. And then I sort of came back right as it ended, and she goes, I'm gonna kill them all.
Yeah.
And I was like,
Joel says, what are you doing, kiddo? Are we really going to go through this? And she says, I'm gonna find and I'm gonna kill every last one of them.
And I was just like, all right.
Like, who are they? Who are them? Is it the Firefly people? Did someone try to rape you again? Like,
Which, and at this point, it's just like, all right, I want to know now.
Yeah.
But the one thing I don't want to do is I don't want to speculate about it.
Yeah.
Because
there's this interesting fan theory where they say that Joel is actually dead, and it's just a manifestation of her imagination. So she still has conversation with Joel, but he's actually dead. Because when you see Joel, you don't feel like he got older and he stayed the same. But in defense, he was kind of blacked out. So
yeah,
we don't
he was completely shaded over.
Yeah, he was really shaded over.
And that's another thing. Like, you know, I refuse to get involved in this fan theory nonsense. Mainly because I found out earlier there was a fan theory about the movie Grease that Sandy is like dead the entire time, and I'm like, really? This is a fucking thing now?
Does Sandy talks with other than John Travolta?
Yeah.
Then no, she's not dead.
Exactly. So, right. Now, all I know is chances are it's probably Druckmann and the other guy doing this story, and based on how they wrote The Last of Us, I don't think they're fools. I don't think they're going to step into some stupid territory and make a bad thing. And I'm curious. I'm curious to see where it goes, because I think making this one even close to on par with the story of Last of Us. If they get it close, I think they've actually made a better story.
Yeah,
but
I think they will. This is like, I don't want to jinx it, but Naughty Dog is such a quality studio. They are the best developers right now ever for me, because their games, for me, they gradually get better and better on each title. Like, they keep going for perfection. They never reach it, because there's no such thing as perfect, but they always go for it, and I feel like every time they get better. But I'm like, but you know what, I feel like I feel like I kind of get scared, because will they get depleted by their creativity? Because every creator will reach to a point where they will make something that will flop, and it's just downhill from that.
That's not true. Not every creator.
Or they just stop making everything. They just stop making movies.
Well, yeah. I mean, like, there have been creators.
Just like Quentin Tarantino, he said that I feel like he has only 10 movies in him left. He just want to stop before he reaches to a point where
he said
cannot go back.
He's actually always stated that he's only going to make 10 movies. And I think he's made
that's how much he can.
How many has he made now? 7?
Yeah.
So, and that's fine. I mean, not everybody can be Woody Allen, where they make a movie that's actually good to great every year.
Woody Allen doesn't make great movies every time. There's some really
but see, and there's your argument. The guy's made some masterpieces, but he's also made some shitters too.
Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. That,
but like,
maybe
Scorsese's made some shitters.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. That
not every Ingmar Bergman movie is amazing. Not every Kurosawa movie is amazing.
I know, and that's my point there. Yeah. That I hope they're not to the point where the game might not be as good as we know it's gonna be, because it's from Naughty Dog. Maybe it's gonna be shit.
Yeah,
you know.
Well, but see, then again, this is also the studio that made Jak 2 and kept on going. So,
Jak 2 was great. What the fuck?
I thought that was the bad one.
Really?
I thought it's been long enough that I don't remember it. So I thought Jak 2 was the bad one, and then Jak 3 was great. Jak 1 was good.
Jak 3 was great. Jak 3 was amazing.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I might be wrong.
Yeah. This was it.
But anyway,
about PSX.
But anyway, Last of Us 2. And as long as they handle it faithfully, I'm good. I'll play it.
Yeah. Regardless what's gonna get scores, if it gets 0, I still play it.
Oh, I mean, I'm gonna play what I want to play. I don't care. Like, you know, I did the dumb thing and started looking at reviews for The Last Guardian. I'm like, why am I freaking doing this? I don't care what these people think. I'm gonna play.
You already bought the game. What the fuck?
Yeah, like what do I care? And like, play what you want. It doesn't matter if IGN or GameSpot or Giant Bomb or whoever you're following, or Eurogamer, or whoever your reviewer of choice, if they give the game that you really want to play a 3 and you're pissed off about it, that doesn't change the way you feel about it.
Exactly. The only thing matters is the platinum achievement opinion. So if we say it's shit, you know you won't enjoy the game.
No, Chris. You know that's not true. The only opinion that matters is the Chris Haar opinion.
Exactly. And I am the backbone of the podcast.
Basically, yeah. I honestly don't even know what I do here anymore. But okay, so we good. So do you think PSX was good?
I think it was fine. I don't think it was like mind blowing. It was a good conference. It didn't bore me to death. It wasn't the EA conference. It wasn't the Ubisoft conference or Square conference.
It wasn't the Game Awards.
I think nothing can beat Square Enix conference because that is not a conference. It's just one guy speaking in Japanese and hearing a translation.
Yep. Great.
Yeah.
All right. So what do you say we?
What do you think overall? Did you like it?
I was pleased. You know, as much as I wanted to. I mean, I could if I went back and watched it again and really took notes, I could probably poke a shit ton of holes in it. I got to the point early on. I'm like, you know what? I don't want to do this. I don't want to take notes because I know it'll just make me angry. So I'm glad we handled it. I'm glad I didn't, and I'm glad you did, and I'm glad we handled it this way rather than me just going, yep, this sucked. Yep, this was stupid. Yep, this could have been better. Yep, because of me being a cynic. But I thought the press conference was satisfactory as a whole, and I think Sean Layden either needs to start dressing professionally or just quit wearing shirts with logos on them, because he's just opening himself up for problems. I'm pretty sure
he's like, hey, look at me, I'm a gamer dude like you guys.
But see, and I think, I don't remember where I said this, but I said this somewhere where Sean Layden had the Crash t-shirt on at some point. Was it this E3?
No.
Or was it last E3?
Maybe.
But there was, and I just said, you wait. Like, there's going to be a couple of conferences now where they will announce something with Crash. And this is how they let you know it's coming. Like, oh, we're working on it, we just can't talk about it. And I don't know what the logo he had on his shirt this time, but
it was like a circle thingy.
Yeah, I thought it was like a weird twist on polyphony, but I don't know. But yeah, just either go one way or go the other, or in fact probably just dress professionally and leave the teasing to the rest of your team who do it better than you do. And with that, what do you say we end this, Chris?
Yep. Sure.
All right. Chris, where do we find you?
You can find me on Twitter. You can find me on Facebook. And you should follow the podcast Instagram, the Platinum Achievement Podcast. On Twitter, I am Taporian, Taporian. And I don't really go on Twitter much. You should join the Facebook group, which I am active there all the time. The Platinum Achievement Podcast Facebook group. Join We have a great time. We can talk about games. And if you are a fake account, fuck you.
Yeah, I am Matthew Keel, infinite_rewind. Everywhere that I want to be, that is basically Instagram. I am on Twitter, but I think my Twitter is basically Instagram. I'm also on Twitch, infinite_rewind, PSN, infinite_rewind, Wii U Network, infinite_rewind, and
It's always funny every time you mention Wii U.
Yeah, I genuinely like that system. I still do.
I like Wii U too. I have one. I love Wii U.
I know you do.
And I enjoyed everything they offered of it. I wasn't looking to game on it 24/7.
No,
but I enjoyed everything they have offered on it. But it's not relevant anymore.
It's not. But I mean, I guess in a way, neither is Vita. But I still play that. At least it's tied to my trophies. So. Anyway, that's where you can get in touch with me. I'm also in the Platinum Achievement Podcast group. Come talk to us, play games. I'm striving to try and get more active in the podcast group than I am, and I apologize to all of our members for not being so. And you as well, Chris, because you do a lot of work and you don't get recognized for it. But I recognize it. So thank you for all of the work that you do. And that's it.
I just want my PSN money, Brian.
Yeah.
Ron.
Yeah, you guys owe us. Time to pay up.
Where's my money at?
Time to pay up.
I'm a shark loan, bitch.
A loan shark. And with that, banana and out.